Hello, beautiful diamonds of light. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Diamond of Light. I hope all is well with each and every one of you all. Today is September the 14th, 2021. I'm here to give you an intuitive reading for the rest of the month, rest of the month of September, and also the download information that came through to my latest painting that I was guided to paint. I absolutely love this one. I mean, if not by far, one of my favorites. Very powerful painting, very powerful message, but it's just so much. It's so much going on, right? It's so much going on energetically. I mean, yesterday, I'm talking about, let's say it started like yesterday evening. I mean, the energy I was getting hit with. I mean, my muscles were twitching like all over. And then with the twitches came like a pain, an ache, like when you work out. And it's like when you're working out and your muscles are breaking down and it's sore from the workout. I literally felt like that, and I hadn't worked out. I hadn't been exercising. I need to, but it just and my muscles was just twitching, and I just was very dizzy. I knew I was getting hit with some energies, and I was getting some DNA configuration and some upgrades and everything, but it hit me heavy. It hit me heavy. My fiance literally had to chop me up like chop suey. You know what I'm saying? He was beating this everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going for a ride. I was like, what is this? I felt like I could move. I was heavy. I was dizzy. But I just had to lay down. I said, just relax, baby. Just let the energies work through you. You know what it is. I was like, yeah, but I hadn't got hit like this in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Things are very intense in these times, but it's no surprise to me because I've been saying this. I said the energies are only going to get more intense physically, mentally, emotionally, and I know a lot of us are going through a lot of multitude of different things, but just because you're going through something or things are happening, it's just more rapid purging, okay, of things that we're having to work through. And sometimes you have to, take a lot of time for yourself. Self-care is the most important thing. I don't care what anybody else is doing or what they say, or if you're not doing this, then you're not this. Don't listen to all the chatter on the outside because they're just distractions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I haven't been doing a weekly readings for you all, but I have been presenting what I'm divinely guided to just come on. I want to get done with my paintings and everything else because at the end of the day, everything you do really supposed to be about yourself, self-care, you know. Everything, even me doing my YouTube channel and you viewing, it's truly a distraction. Although I'm gonna bring truth and divine messages and insight and entertainment with my paintings, even though they're definitely high vibrational things in my life living circumstances and truth that comes through me and guidance, I'm still a distraction. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that we take the time out more now than ever for self-care and self-dedication. Just because you're doing that don't mean you're not worthy of doing whatever you're supposed to be doing. Just because you take time off your channel or you take time away from friends or families or you change things doesn't mean you're not on the right track and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Stuff not meant for you, you know. You know what's meant for you better than anybody else. This is all about self-work and self-dedication. I have been saying this for the longest. Nothing else matters, okay? Because if you're not healthy and you're not well, you're not good for anybody. None of us. So, I know a lot of people, they have to continuously convert, their lifestyles and everything they're going through online continuously. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't do that don't mean you're not doing what you're supposed to do. I think when you're going through your own personal growth and you're purging at times, I don't think it's all me. This is my opinion. You do what you want to do because, like I said, it's about what you need. You see what I'm saying? This is the point important. It's about what you need, not what I think you should do. It never should be about what somebody else think you should be doing with your life, because nobody else can tell you what to do with you. Know this. Please take heed to that. Because if you worry about what everybody else, all of us are telling you, you're doing this, you're doing that, you shouldn't, you'll never understand who you are, because we're still dictating off what everybody else say. And it's not about everybody else, it's about you. Focus on you. So when you take the time and healing and all that other stuff, and you're purging and you're reinventing yourself, reiterating yourself, sometimes you want to do that and take time to do that without the world seeing. Because if you, why let people see the chaos of the emotional turmoil or the moments you may be having is very personal for your growth, for your divine growth and your expansion. That really shouldn't be other people's, concern. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have dark moments. For anybody that think they don't have moments where they have to sit down and step back and reevaluate their self, their life, man, none of us got it right on this planet. It's not, if we did, even if one person really had it right, it will reflect more. And it's going to take more than one person. So, the things that we're seeing going on in this world is a reflection of all the stuff that has been going on, but the truths are being revealed and coming out. No more secrets. Everything is being shown. And so that's going to entice us to change for the betterment. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody want to keep going through madness. Well, some of us, I don't know, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But when you're doing your work and your self-dedication, you take time to care for yourself. I told you a while ago, please experiment on you. You are your own creator of yourself. You can't create if you're worried about everybody else trying to tell you how to create, or if you're not creating right because you're not doing things in the way that they're doing it in their perspective. It's not true for you. Okay, you just please know who you are and know where your grounds are, all right, and where you're grounded at. We're quick to judge, we're quick to point the finger, and we're quick to address what other people are doing and not doing. When really the only thing I'm up here to do is my journey, my story, give guidance. But I'm not going to one time tell you, but if you're not doing this, then you're not this or that. I don't want to ever promote that. And if I do, call me out, because sometimes we be talking, just, stuff be flying out our mouth because we be in the emotions, and a lot of stuff to come through, and then we run with stuff sometimes, and you got to realize that if you talking, a lot of times when we're talking, me personally, when I'm making these videos, I'm making them for myself. Not just really for the collective, I'm making them for myself, and then I go back sometimes and I'm guided to look at certain videos that I have created, and there'll be messages for me to use in a time now than it was even when I posted it way back. It's like, this one's for you now. Any of my videos you go back and watch, even though they have certain dates and stuff on them, they might be what you need to hear and what needs to be moved, the shift in your energy now, something that triggers you. That's all we are meant to do, is positively trigger the consciousness of the minds of people through your own self-work and self-dedication. Not telling people what they should and shouldn't be doing, but more of what you're doing, like what I'm doing, my journey, what I should be doing because of what I've learned and what I've walked through and what I'm accumulating. These are the things that happen to me, but it don't necessarily mean it's going to happen to you. And like I said, a lot of times when we're doing these videos, we be talking to ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So when stuff coming out of our mouth, it's spirit talking to us. That's why I say you have to really go in and do your own discernment, your own, measure your own measurements, because nobody can measure them for you. We all have opinions, and that's okay. We're supposed to have opinions for what we are, what what we're experiencing or what we're, driving through in life, our ride, our rodeo, whether we're flying high, we got damn digging the trenches. whatever it is, it's a journey for you to experience and realize, not nobody else telling you how you should be doing it. We should never get to that point. Yeah, we can be of assistance and guidance, but when we really start trying to tell people what they're doing is not right, and because of they're doing things a certain way, is this, they don't stand for certain things, that's just negative, that's all just neither here nor there. We have to stand for what's for us, okay? And I just got to say that because, there's just so much going on in these times. And a lot of us, all of us, I don't care, we all are going through a healing process. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is healing. Gaia is healing. You think that Mother Earth ain't healing and we ain't all not. You think the whole planet is not going through all the weather phenomenons, all the chaos and all the shit she's going through, and individual people not experiencing nothing? No, we are. And I don't I can't say maybe some people, every day is sunshine for them. But hey, life is real, okay? What we got to do is just be in gratitude and appreciating for our now moments. But, we can't never point the fingers or judge other people and say they're not doing something or they should be doing this from our perspective, because that's just wrong. And I'm saying this from my perspective. What I think wrong might be right for the next person. This is just me speaking about me and what I address for me and my personality for my life. This is how I feel about it. But that don't mean that what I'm telling you you're wrong for doing, you're wrong for doing. All right? Because it's your journey. Okay? That's the point. You have to realize what's right for you. I have to realize what's right for me. Okay? If I want to get my angel wings and fly, I'm going to have to go through my own essence of getting there. And nobody can tell me whether I'm an angel or a demon or whatever because of what I'm doing or not doing. That's not for nobody to judge. It's for me to judge for myself. And once you do the work and you keep doing the work and taking the necessary steps for you, you'll know what energy you're playing in or living in. Because one is not going to feel so good than the other. So we're either going to stay heavy or you're going to do the things to lighten the load. But because I'm heavy at times don't mean I'm not meant to be. I'm not chosen. It's just a moment that I'm passing through. It's a moment that you're passing through. And everybody don't have to see your moments of growth, expansion, and working through things. You don't have to express that all the time. And if you're not expressing it, that don't mean you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not who you are. And I just thought I should just, address that. I don't know if I'm gonna start with the reading or the painting. What should I do? Who am I asking? I'm not live. But anyway, I think I'm gonna start with the reading and then I'm gonna come to the painting. Because I want to see what the messages say for us for the rest of the month, and then see what comes through for me to bring in things that might be associated with the painting and the reading, which I'm already, most time they go hand in hand. So let's just see. When I do my paintings, it's just as if my paintings, I'm reading the information from my painting, the downloads I get to me that comes off of the cards, because I'm really paying attention to the art and the messages that come through and what stands out to me and what I'm called to address from the art and the cards. The same thing I do with what's given to me and guidance to paint and sketch and paint and bring forth to you all to point out on this painting. Because even though I'm telling you what I'm getting, you can look at this painting and you can get a whole different, thing or information that comes through for you associated with my painting, because it's art. It's your interpretation of it. Even though I have my interpretation of how I brought it forth, you can still interpret it in your own way. Okay, so let's get started. As usual, I'm going to do the mind, body, soul, and spirit. I have my energy oracle deck, my goddess power oracle deck, my storm material deck, and the magical dimensional oracle and activation deck for you all. Okay, let's get started. For the month of September, the rest of September 2021, what is in store for the beautiful Diamonds of Light Collective? What do we have to look forward to? The mind, body, soul, and spirit. Beautiful angel organ there, okay? Now tell me, y'all. I'm in apartments. And to be honest, and this is, like I say, you dress what you want to dress and dress. And I have neighbors upstairs. Now, I had a problem with my neighbor, the dude upstairs playing loud music for like 2 weeks every day. I'm like, I'm not gonna keep listen to this. How about I had to dress it, the music quiet down, but why would I want to come and do my read today? Why would I want to come and do my, he back at it again right now. But you know, that's how the energies do. That's how they do. But you should never let anything, when you're working on yourself, know that when you're doing the work and you're doing right things, you will be, the darker entities will come at you harder. Just because you're being, the darker entities coming at you don't mean you're doing anything wrong. A lot of times when you're doing right, that's when they really gonna fuck with you. Because they don't want you to do the right thing. That's when it's gonna come along. So don't think, oh my goodness, why all these things happen to me? What am I doing? It ain't always because you're doing anything. It's because you're doing the right things and they mad as hell. Trust me, I know from my own life experience. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing the right thing, you will be, you know what I'm saying, the entities, the darker forces, they gonna come at you because they're like, no. Oh, they think they got it right. Oh no, let me check them. Let's see how strong they really are. Because you're doing what's right. You know what I'm saying? Just because you know, step back for a minute and have to check the energies, check the entities, check the people, don't mean you're lessening. You just having to reevaluate. Because if you go in full force without knowing what you're dealing with, then you might end up getting your head chopped off for real. So, you know, step back. You know what I'm saying? These energies are in overdrive right now to try to, and we can see it in the world. It's happening to the planet. It's happening in social media. It's happening in the news. It's happening in personal lives. Like, if you not know that things are extra, read all about it for real. Like, everything is like literally in an upheat. It's that intense because we're at a brink of something. We're at a brink of the shift. That whole shift is about to take worlds. We're split in two. So it's like you're having to make this decision, and you have to, and before you get to think you're gonna be all this high frequencies, you don't think nothing ain't gonna come and try to knock you off your mother freaking game. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we all in. We in a game. We in a stimulation. We in a matrix. We in a multiple realities. We in multiple dimensions. Like, it's all foreplay. It's all played for. Okay, it's all just put together. You know what I'm saying? And I can see things all the time for what they is. And yeah, I'm sorry I got off the reading, but yeah, it's like it's little things like that are either bigger things that can be addressed to you that you realize now. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you see these things come about, it's good when you're awareness of them and you know them, so you can be like, all right, I see you. Let me keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it moving. All right. Like I said, we in this reading right now. Though. I hope y'all don't hear the music because it is what it is. It is what it is. Ain't gonna stop you, girl. Just because I paused for a minute don't mean I don't stop. I had did a freestyle a while back about if you see me fading, basically means I'm switching timelines. Literally, I'm switching timelines. And that don't mean I'm getting another page and all that other stuff. I'm switching timelines in my realities. Oh, excuse me. And it ain't for mind, body. It ain't for everybody else to see. You ain't gonna know. Why I don't want to let you know my every move? Why I want to expose, like, put my every move out here for the world to see? You know what I'm saying? That make it even easier for your enemies to attack you. You know what I'm saying? I was guided, hopefully and soulfully, to not post as much as I was because it's leeches. There's literally dark entities, dark leeches out here that's, you know, bloodthirsty just to keep themselves feeding. You know, they starving, they're hungry. Okay? So you can't feed it. body. You can't feed them if you don't give them nothing to eat off of. They can't feed off of you if you. So a lot of times you just gotta do things in a certain ordinance for you, what you gotta do. That's why it's all about your work and your guys and what you should be doing ordinance for you. You don't know what to do, you don't know how to do it. Don't let nobody tell you you're doing it wrong. Okay? Spirit. Ooh. What is going on, people? It's real out here. It's real out here. Beautiful Goddess Power Orchid. What is in store for the beautiful diamonds of light, the collective, for the mind, body, soul, and spirit for September of 2021? What do we have to look forward to? Yeah. Oh, baby. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on. I ain't did that in a minute. Oh, these cards are flying out of this Goddess Power Oracle deck. All right, one more. All right, now. Then we have my Starman Tarot deck. What is in store for the beautiful diamonds of light, the collective, for the mind, body, soul, and spirit for September 2021? What do we have to look forward to? Dang. This might be a pretty long video, but you know what it is. Mine. Because I got the readings, I've been giving some insight, what I'm guided to speak on, and everything for you all. Always to inspire and motivate, okay? For my own journey. All right, body, soul, and spirit. All right. Check out. Body. So, spirit. Oh, 2 jump down for the spirit. I'll take it. All right, last, the magical dimensional oracle and activation deck. What is in store for the beautiful diamonds of light, the collective, for the mind, body, soul, and spirit for September 2021? Mind, what do we have to look forward to? Yeah, I've been doing a lot of my I got another download that came to me by of what my next painting is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Got little things I'm working on for me personally. So wow, all the chakras are popping up. That spirit, except right there. All right, let's get it. First I'm gonna stack my, then I'm gonna I'm just playing. Yara kubara. What is the matter, Onioni? Okay, my daughter. She know I'm recording. And I told her she should have asked me for something she wanted before I got started, and it's not lunchtime, so it's not time for lunch. So go in your room and do your PE, okay? Go do your PE for Monday and Tuesday. Go do it. Thank you. Excuse me, beautiful diamonds of light. You know, when you're a mother, you got to do what you got to do. We got all kind of things that we have to take on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go. Mine. We have financial constraints upright, followed by Goddess Artemis. Focus upright, followed by the Ace of Cups upright, followed by the Heart Portal. Okay, what is this saying, beautiful diamonds of light? Okay, financial constraints. Well, you know this got to do with financials. All right, for one thing, I'm getting with the mind. This is do with mind. I'll say, okay, the mind's a matter of the heart or whatever we're thinking. You know, we have to get more focused on who we are. That's what the Ace of Cups. Who we are within our heart. We have to focus more on our high heart, on self-love and dedication to oneself. Okay. because of the financial constraints can that's the only way money or finances or stuff is going to get better for you or for us, okay? Is self-dedication, self-love, self-value through your heart. You have to focus on you. That's the only way you're going to gain wealth. That's the only way you're going to gain anything you need beyond money. You are the most valuable thing. Your love frequencies, your heart frequencies, your heart portal for yourself is the most that valuable thing. Your heart got to be right for your mind to be right. Because if your heart is not balanced or at ease, your mind is going to be, the heart plays a role to the whole function of everything for me energetically. If you want pure love for self and your heart, your mind is going to read that love that you're insinuating. It goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You have to be more focused on you so you can manifest these things that you want. Because once your heart turns to cold, or stone, or a rock, or heavy, you can't manifest these things. It's going to be like a stagnated water. It's going to be like a brick, a building that's on your chest and you feel like you can't breathe. We have to let go of the things that's causing us heavy burdens. We have to reinvent who we are when we're going through dark moments. Take a step back and check who you are. Know that these things are not who you are. Those things and those situations are not who you are. That's not who you've been working on. That's not what you've been working on. You are and have become a better you. You've seen your growth and development over time and over these years, and don't let nothing to deter you from that. Keep doing the self-work and self-dedication, and everybody ain't got to see you doing it to know that you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? You know that you're doing it. You go in, you focus on you. All right? Beautiful diamonds light. So you can manifest the things that you want from your divine heart center. That's all I have for that one. Let's go on to the Cyrus. Let me see. Okay, let's go to the body. We have Archangel Gabriel, the 5th chakra in reverse, followed by Ariana Hood, time upright, followed by the Princess of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Sacred Portal upright, the creativity, intimacy, and the inhibition, okay? With the 5th chakra being in, and this is to do with the body, which all of it plays a role. When I say mind, body, soul, I'm giving, when I do, that's what I'm talking about, the material, the physical. The stuff, the tangible things you can feel and touch and see that's actually there. The embodiment of that, the physical things. So what I'm getting here is, a lot of the things that we're addressing, and speaking on, we're having to do less talking and more evaluation because the future is not set in stone, okay? With the Princess of Pentacles being in reverse, it's like, I got that the gears are actually not moving. All right, the gears in the clock, okay? It's like a standstill. And I'm getting to be still in your vocal, be still in everything, before we speak. A lot of times we need to be still and go into our emotional self, right? And think about what we're feeling, what we're creating from our emotional standpoint before we address something. Because a lot of times when we're talking, it's about what we're dealing with or what frequencies we're in our emotional standpoint. And we take a lot of our personal issues or our personal life circumstances and we put them on what other people should be doing or shouldn't do. Although we can tell our story of how we grow and how we heal, how we work through things, that's all fine and dandy. But at the same time, that might not work for somebody else, and we have to address that. So it's like before we speak, we're guided to see what we are feeling, okay? Because the future is not set in stone, and we need to like evaluate what we do with our time and how we're feeling before we try to tell or give advice for other people to do it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like deal with the emotional self before we speak. That's like me when I've been working through my own personal things. You know, I decided to not post as much because why would I come? It's like if I'm really personally dealing with stuff behind the scenes and I get on camera, I'm not that. I have a conscience. I have a heart for real. I can't get up here and put on a role like, oh, this and this and this and this and that, and telling everybody what to do when that's like wearing a cloak, right? But really, this emotional that I'm dealing with personally, I'm gonna get online and I'm gonna dish all that out to everybody else because I'm really, really dealing with a low vibrational issues that I ain't healed and I ain't within and I ain't worked on. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting guided to take time to work on our emotional self before we come and speak and give people advice for what to do, or even just addressing things period for ourselves. Like we have to really take time because a lot of times when we up here dishing out a lot of stuff, it's not always the healthiest thing to speak all the things we say, not always like well put, because we're in emotion or something come across us and I need to go tell, say this and this, the first thing that come to our thought, we just but we're feeling a certain way about it because we feel like things do need to get done is what I'm going to say. Yeah, we're in a time where things need to get done, but things need to get done for you, to work on you and what's for you, not things that we think that other people should be doing to get done for them, because everybody has their own time and journey, okay? And their own gears, clocks and times they have to work through. So we can't be so forceful with what we voice all the time. You know what I'm saying? We gotta pan back and check our emotional self before we just say rah rah rah, okay? And that's even when we're doing readings and all this stuff, everything that we do, everything that we personally say, a lot of times it's off our emotional, our emotional situations. And sometimes people be dealing with real deep emotions and they don't even realize that's why they're addressing things that they're addressing, because it's something really internally that they're dealing with and they feel like they need other people to hear it. And that's what I have for this. This is gonna be a long video. Bear with your girl. All right, we're in the soul column. All right, we have hostilities. All right, followed by God is Uzumi, humor, laugh at the bullshit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Followed by the Lover's card, followed by the solar plexus, soul column, solar portal, solar energy. Okay, and I'm getting that, with the Lovers card showing up, lovers don't actually always have to be, that one you with. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of times and strongly I'm feeling this is having to do with relationships and significant others, it can also be family and loved ones, okay? That it look like a lot of hostilities are taking place in your life associated with people that we love. But the thing you gotta do is laugh about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Be like, you gotta be like, okay, this shit funny. I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not finna give you my energy. I'm not finna play these games with you. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be in my happy space, and I'm gonna keep my distance, and I'm gonna send you love. Obviously, you got some things you need to work on here. I might need to go do some more healing, and we'll catch up later if that's what meant to be. Because this is the soul energy we're talking about. This is about being centered, balancing power, also manipulation. So manipulation always gonna be a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta manipulate your energies to work for you and not let what other people doing, cause you to, go in a whole frantic, because it's hostilities there. So I'm glad to tell you, look at it with a sense of humor and just, not saying laugh in a person's face because that can be mean depending on what the situation is because it is serious situations out here. But you just be like, you know what, I'm finna go find something funny to do. I'm finna go laugh because this, and you can wait till it's over. You be like, I'm finna go walk away from this because you know what, this is hilarious. And you go and you laugh about it instead of going into a rage about it. You laugh about it because a lot of times it do be funny. Because the stuff that people want to be all in an uproar about, that shit be hilarious. Like, is she serious? Are he serious? This is a joke, right? Like, you really, because we all, a lot of times, are all in our emotional because we really do with our own issues. And we want to reflect those issues out on other people instead of going in and stepping back and evaluating ourselves. So I'm glad to tell you, with the soul energy, to keep the hostilities and all the hostile stuff at bay, find humor in it, laugh, find something funny to do, be like, look, y'all, let's just go, find something funny to say and make the subject change or, put something, think of a funny movie that you can go watch, something, just switch it up. Find something fun to do. Find something humorous to do to cause a balance in these, hostilities, these hostile situations, these hostile love affairs. Love relationships with whoever it may be. We don't have to be hostile. Okay, we can laugh about it instead. And that's even through these social media platforms. We don't have to be hostile because what people are saying or doing. Or because a lot of times what they're doing is it's a reflection of themselves, and if you're feeling some way about it, it's a reflection of you. And a lot of times you gotta laugh at it because you be like, it's nothing to trip out of because the only reason I'm feeling some type of way because these people are funny to me because obviously, you know what I'm saying. I'm funny to me because you see you in some of these people, or used to be you, that you laughing at because you like you've seen that, you lived that, you've been there, or you've been around people that's always like that, and you find it funny because you understand those type of personalities, and you just instead of letting what other people do affect you, you just gotta find ways to just find a sense of humor through it, and it'll be all right. All right, let's get to the spirit. What the spirit got to say? All right, we have the happy family card in reverse, followed by Goddess Naki, ambition in reverse. Then we have two Starman Tarot cards upright, the 4 Wands and the 6 of Swords, followed by transformation, metamorphosis, synchronicity, the unexpected. Okay. Ooh, family issues. It's a family affair. A family affair. I can tell you all about it. I can tell you because I've been working through my family issues. But and a lot of these issues coming from family members, and this all go back to the soul column too, the hostilities, the ones we love. It's because they don't have their own ambition. They don't have their own way to go. And especially when we're set in our ways at certain standards of our life and people don't realize who they are, because a lot of people don't see themselves. But from seeing yourself that you got to check that this person and realize that this person don't see themselves because they're not in the frequency or the mindset that you are. So that's why you got to have a sense of humor in it and let them deal with who their personality are because they are who they are, because they're not driven, they don't have an ambition, they are stagnated in their heart, you know what I'm saying, and their mind can't expand because of, with the 6 of Swords and the 4 Wands here, because of, their relationships with, and I got this right here, the man, the woman, and the child, right, coming from the 4 Wands and the 6 of Swords. It's like because of their relationship with with their mother and father and growing up as a child wasn't always secure. They still in dealing with old past trauma and issues that they hadn't dug into or know how to heal the way that you have figured it out. And there's nothing funny about that, but you have to be in the realization that these people ain't been able to, or haven't been doing the work that you've been doing. So you can't really blame them, So all you can do is just distance yourself and just, hopefully they can see ways within them to heal. You know what I'm saying? Because this do come from a lot of past trauma, a lot of childhood issues. And then they grew up to be these type of adults and had their own children and, discord of another significant person or another opposite sex, and then they didn't get to raise their child the way that they wanted to, and then that's that guilt too, them not having the mother and father love, them not being the mother and father to their child or children like they could have been, or that wholesome family home, because a lot of times their trauma ways help them to not raise their children right. We all fall into a lot of categories of that. We do the best we can with being parents, you know what I'm saying? And some of us don't have the family and the help that we need, and made it hard for us. But you can't let those things or anything that's going on in your life, as far as a mother or a father or wife or whatever you may be dealing with, from whatever is reflecting towards you off a family issue, you have to just continue to do your work and your healing and let them just live their lives. And because with everything that's going on, we're going through a great transformation. We're going through a great metamorphosis, and then these are the time where these things are going to come up rapidly, and you're going to have to find ways to help your family heal through helping you heal. That's the only way. You got to find a sense of humor in you. You got to find a balance in you, and hopefully they'll see this with their mind's eye, and maybe their heart will start changing for them, because they're seeing that no matter how angry they are, no matter what they're doing, you're still all right. How is this? I keep trying to push this chick or this nigga's buttons, and they just laughing and they living their life, the best life. I'm trying to make this person mad and they not mad. What? Then they start wondering what's wrong with them, maybe. And then eventually they give up and they start, questioning themselves, because when we're hurt, I say this all the time, hurt people. And when we're traumatized and all this other stuff, and we hadn't doing the work or trying to do the work, you know what I'm saying? We can kind of like fall, our issues, our trauma, whatever can fall on other people, and we can want other people to pay for our issues. And we got to get out of that, because we're in a rapid transformation. We're really, converting into these beautiful butterflies. We're really transitioning too. And it's crazy because we're going to get into this painting now. I'm going to jump right into it. Ooh, this is going to be about our video. I'm on it, ain't I? Give y'all something to watch today. Okay, I'm going to bring this painting in because I want y'all to see it. All right. We have the pregnant, beautiful chocolate goddess here. And you see the little fetus, the infant that has the universe. You see the universe? I just want you to see the art, because I love the art, the universe within the fetus. And I got the placenta right there. Basically, it represents the sun and the light from it's still light within the womb. The energy within the room, the solar energy, because it's reflecting off you, because you are that solar universal being, right? And then we have this right here is the formula. This is the formula for the universe. This is the formula. We have atoms, nucleus, protons, atoms. No, that's the nucleus, that's the atom, that's the protons, and those are the quarks. That's a formula, elements that's made up of the universe, all right? So it's a lot going on in the universe that we can't even comprehend. And these codes down here are stuff that we don't even understand, because we can't even, it's just something that they put there and call them quarks, because we don't know really the vastness of what the universe is, really how it operates and where it works, okay? I have this beautiful dragonfly right here, represent the transitioning, okay? Transitioning. We're transitioning self. And I painted it, I'm getting this now, it's blue and yellow, the solar and the throat again. So we're being guided to transition in the way we voice things, transition in the way that we move and how we go about things. Do self-evaluation, really self-check, and make sure you've done your own. When you speaking just on your own transition, your own well-being, your own metamorphosis. Right here, we have the beautiful chakra colors within a butterfly, because to me, this is representing the fetus. Even though it's a fetus to a butterfly, instead of a caterpillar, it's still representing that we gotta crawl and go through all these trenches and climb all these different trees or these different life circumstances before we can metamorphose. We got to go cross, and the metamorphosis and the different working through the different chakra energy, which is a multitude of chakras, but since we know the 7, working through the different chakra energies is how we transform into this butterfly. And that's how we really fly back to the universe, okay? That's how we go back to what we was, because we are the universe when we in the womb, and we become this person, this being. Not all men, well, all of us are women that's pregnant, but we become this being that's here on this earth where we nurture, like the earth nurtures us, and her breast, right? I love it. It came for me to do that. And I drew Africa up there because I feel like I'm so connected with Africa, in my roots, which I know from my father's side anyway. The earth, we nurture the baby, we nurture when we get outside, we become this person that just nurtures. The earth nurtures us. We nurture us, we nurture our kids. But as we come out the womb, we become this person. And the only way we can come back to the universe and transform into these beautiful butterflies is to work through our chakras and transform this person and be reborn again. Go back to the universe. We can go back to the universe in this state as who we are through the metamorphosis of the butterfly effect. All right, now this is coming through me now, of what I'm guided to speak on. You might see something else out of this painting, but I was guided to do the pink and blues, representing the boy and the girl, because she is maternal, she is pregnant, right? And I was guided to do this painting, and there's so much more to it. I just been on here for so long, but there is strength. We are being rebirthed. There is strength in everything. We're being birthed to understand really who we are as universal beings, as multi-universal beings. We're here to just live through those different guidances of understanding the energies, the frequencies, because that's what it all is based off, right? So we happen to go through these different, from the womb, birthing into this planet, to have these experiences as, these other beings that has a multitude of information, multitude of things energetically that we go through, and, working through the chakras, working through the trauma, we got to understand the energies that are within us, and the way to do that is to understand nature and understand the universe. And you can tap back within yourself through meditation and stuff to understand the universal coding within you, that all the information that you were held and brought from the womb, which is the universe, it's so much that is all one connected. And a lot of times when we birth it and we get into these lives and we raise these certain ways, we forget our mission and why we was even here in the first place, because of all the trauma, the drama, the bullshit, the pressures of the world. You know what I'm saying? You forgot that you was this universal being, that you hold all this information. So you kind of lost track of yourself, and you work through these many energetic frequencies by getting back in tune with yourself, going in and doing your own divine work. And then you can understand truly who you are, where you first began, and how you transform back to that. And you do your transition and while you're going through the transformation. All right, beautiful diamonds of light. So until next time, bye now.